Hello folks, how are you all doing? Right, the reason I'm laughing folks is I'm just basically testing to make sure that there is actually some sound coming through, and the best way I always have to do this is I basically have my laptop set up, so the first words that I say, I just wait for the delayed response to come through from the laptop, and I've just heard it now, so I've just cut the sound off from that because I know I'm now good. So I hope everybody is well, and I will apologise to everybody in the UK because this is basically 10 to 12 on a Sunday night, so I understand that in the UK I may not be seeing as many people as what I normally would, and not only this, I haven't advertised this in any way, shape or form, so I can only apologise for that, but there is good reason. I'm never going to apologise when I'm going to do a live stream, basically because I don't know the exact time that I'm going to be able to get it started. So it's just one of those things, folks, but I can already see there's quite a few people that are tuned in, and for an unscheduled stream this is fantastic. So I'm just going to start looking down the list right now. I already remember the first two very well. Obscured Blink, the very first person in the chat, thank you very much, my friend. I could see your message, congratulations. And Horde Slayer, your name, my friend, is up on the screen as we speak. I put that up for a very good reason, my friend, because although my name is up on there, you were going to get a special mention regardless tonight, my friend, because you've pretty much been my mentor over the Surrounded Challenge. It's fantastic to have you on the stream. And who else have we got? Unfollowed Games. Congrats on 1K, dude. Thank you very much, my friend. Most appreciated. It's honestly a milestone I never thought I would ever reach. It really is. I started this channel off as just basically a labour of love, and it's taken on in a big way. It did help when I started to really attack the Days Gone challenges and started getting quite good at them. I mean, I'm currently, there's 6 of the challenges alone. I'm either the world number 1 or world number 2. I think there's about another 3 I'm in the world number, in the top global 5 rankings, and the rest I'm not further back. So that certainly did help, but it was all for a bigger reason. It was really to just advertise my tutorials, just to show that I knew exactly what I was doing on them, because people generally take more notice of people that are high up in games than, you know, generic gamers. But yeah, it's worked out fantastic. To say that I'm at this point is unbelievable. Let's see who else we've got. Oh my god, Basics of Pain, sir. I hope you're keeping well, and thank you very much. I can see that. Congrats, brother. Appreciate the content as always. You're too kind. And another gent I know very well, MXT Gaming. You're an absolute gent as well. Always comment on every video pretty much that I put out on YouTube, and always good words, so thank you very much, my friend. Most appreciated. Let's see who else we've got at the moment. Next to gaming, yeah, we've got Etherglide. Hello. Fantastic, you've managed to catch me live, my friend. I will basically let you all know now, tonight it's generally going to be a few Days Gone challenges. I will possibly do 1 or 2 hordes as well. Just basically a celebration of Days Gone, because I'll be quite honest folks, that's basically where the majority of my subscribers have come from, because it is the game I have pretty much focused on in a big way. There has been 1 or 2 others that I've dabbled with from time to time. Dying Light 2 being a particular favourite. I've got to admit, recently there's not been that much that has interested me, but Dying Light 2 has been the exception. Even Far Cry 6 I dabbled with, but didn't really quite do it as much for me as what Dying Light 2 did, but no, Days Gone is where I've always gone back to. My channel is heavily focused on it, and pretty much for a long time will continue to do so. So, right, I think I've caught up with everybody that is currently on chat. So, as I mentioned before, folks, what I'm basically going to do tonight is, or what's going to be very soon for myself, the morning, is just basically play 1 or 2 challenges, and that includes the Endless Horde challenges. I'm not going to be on them for 3 to 4 hours at a time like myself and Horde Slayer normally would be, but I'm certainly going to show them, and I'm also going to show a hidden bonus that is possible to achieve on the Surrounded challenge, Horde Slayer, which you might be interested in. Actually, I'm laughing for a good reason, because once you see what the bonus is and what you have to do to get it, you will be absolutely fucking cursing to say, what the fuck, Ben Studio, why did you even bother to put this in? Because I swear to God, it is one of the most useless bonuses I've ever seen. But it's a special celebration tonight for myself, so I'm going to show you it. And then I'm sure Horde Slayer, you will attest to that. This might make all the difference to your scores on Surrounded, because it's it's a whopping, I think if I remember rightly, 3,750 points for this hidden bonus. But I am going to show it tonight. Before I get started, I have noticed 1 or 2 other names that have come onto the chat. Old Lady Deep Geek, thank you very much. I've just seen your message. Congratulations on 1,000, Borislav. You're too kind. And also, yes, Mini Dobsy 1. Fantastic to have you on a live stream. Your name is very relevant to myself, because my current playthrough of Days Gone, you were the very first person that shouted out to me to let me know about how to activate the minimap on Survivor 2 difficulty. And I can't thank you enough for that, Mini Dobsy 1. It was fantastic to hear. I have heard of other people since, because I think it must have been driving a few people nuts when I was taking some really, really bizarre turnings and directions. But you were the first person that let me know about that, and I can't thank you enough for that, honestly, because it was a bit of a godsend for me. And the only trouble was I was already 10 episodes into my playthrough, so I'm pretty sure it was episode 11 that I finally showed that I could start to make my way about the world a little bit easier. But no, thank you again, Mindy Dobbsy 1. Right, okay folks, got to get on with some action now, because I can keep on talking all night, and I don't want to do that. The whole reason for this is it's a celebration. I want to show some things, and you know what, I've already got it Surrounded, so I'm going to start off with just oh, I've just seen another name come up on screen. Dandy Denny, how are you doing? Fantastic for you to tune in. And there is somebody else. Now the one that I can see that's come up on chat, it's in a foreign language, but I think, not 100% sure, but I think that is Indian Drake. And I'll explain the relevance of that one later on as well, because there is 1 or 2 thank yous that I'm going to do as this stream goes on. But Dandy Denny, thank you so much. Congrats on the 1,000. Yep, I never thought I'd ever get there. Honestly, it was, even when I started reaching 700, 800, even 900, I'm thinking, no, this is going to stop. People are just going to think, nah. But no, it's an amazing. It's amazing to be at this point now, and eventually the channel will become monetized, but there is still quite a long way to go with that. That's not something that happens quickly. So I could be talking at least another couple of months before that comes into play, but I'll be quite honest, at the moment I don't care. I'm just happy that I've reached this. It really is, and the fact that I still actually have 1,000 subscribers is fantastic, because I will be honest, I hit 1,000 subscribers on Saturday night, very late Saturday night. I was at 1,001, and then it dropped down to 1,000 again, and I'm thinking, oh my god, is it going to be a case of when I start this stream that I'm going to be less than 1,000? But no, it's held on. And oh my god, the legend himself, Sponicus Rex. I hope you're well, sir, and thank you very much for tuning in. For anybody that doesn't know who this man is, and anybody in the chat here, I can't think of one person who won't know who this man is. This is the legend of Days Gone Gaming. I might I might know my stuff on the challenges, which this man certainly knows as well. But when it comes to the main game of Days Gone, this is probably the top guy in the world if you're wanting any questions answered. I have a good knowledge on the main Days Gone game, but nowhere near as much knowledge as this gent. He really is. He is a legend, and I'm absolutely delighted that he's able to join us tonight. Sensei Mike, that's a new name as well. Thank you very much. Oh my god, there's a few more. Jamie L. I've never caught a live, but your videos have really helped my gameplay. Thank you, Boris. No, thank you for watching my videos. That's all I can say to that. Actually found Sponicus Rex through watching Boris. Etherglide, it's normally the other way around. Normally most people find me through watching Sponicus Rex's videos and through his posts on Reddit, because he really does. I'm amazed he has any time to do anything social in his life, because he helps so many people. It's beyond belief, really. Assassin, my god, I'm seeing really some new names tonight. Hi, your videos helped me a lot, and congratulations. Thank you very much. You are too kind. Right, folks, I'm really going to have to get started on something here, because I'll be talking away all night, and I'll be perfectly honest, the first 2 to 3 minutes I was just cramming as much alcohol into my system as I possibly could before starting this. So. Oh, James Want, damn, I just got a notification. James, I did not advertise this in any way, shape or form. This was basically the first time I had the chance to actually get a live stream out. The wife and my beautiful daughter are in bed now, and I've basically transferred everything downstairs, set up a very mini studio, and I'm just going for it. So Sponicus Rex, can you rate Boris' last playthrough on Survival 2 so far out of 10? Yeah, I'll be interested to see the answer to this one. Because Mini Dobsy 1, you are asking the man, the legend. Stickman4131. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you. Right, I'm going to get started with some action now, folks. Now, I'm going to show this in 2 parts. Surrounded, basically, I'm going to get the ring set up for it. Oh my god, Kevin White, thank you very much. Congrats, watch a lot of your videos. Can't stay long. Can't stay long as in UK and back to work tomorrow. No, I totally understand that, my friend. For the UK, this time will really, really suck. A lot of people are starting work tomorrow. Myself would normally be included, but I've actually got a few days off, so it's all good. It's all good for me, but I will apologise to anybody in the UK, because it's, yeah, it's pretty damn late. But I'm pretty much a night owl. My clock in my head pretty much is round usually. Mornings I very rarely, well, from about 5 o'clock in the morning I very rarely see, but the very early hours, it's pretty much my time. So pretty good. And Boris Love 24/7 is a natural born freak slayer. 100 out of 10. You're too kind, sir. You're too kind. Right, I mentioned this a few minutes ago, but what I'm actually going to show you is something that I have been checking out for a long time on all the challenges, not just Surrounded. In fact, truth be told, Surrounded is the last one that I was checking this out on, but I found a hidden bonus, and I'm going to show you all exactly what it is. So, yep, bullets and RAM. So I'm going to get this started, and you'll see what I mean, but for the one man especially, the world number 2 Horde Slayer, and he should actually be world number 1, but that's another conversation for another time. I'm going to show you exactly what this hidden bonus is. It's one of at least 2 that are possible, and I'm going to explain a little bit more afterwards, but this won't take long to show you, folks. I'm looking, first of all, to... That's okay, I can take as many hits here as I like. That's not going to make much difference to this. Okay, I'm going to have to restart this straight away. There is a good reason, because I know what activates this bonus, and I know what destroys this bonus. I love that I can keep this mystery going, but it will become very clear when I actually get it done. Just get that dog going. Try and get one of them at least, and nope, I'm gonna have to start again. Now, in case you are all wondering what the hell is Boris doing here, I'm looking for a headshot. And so far, I've made an absolute arse of it. Normally, I pick one that is coming. Nope, that's not doing it either. Sorry folks, this is really bad here. I just want to show you this just so that you can see what I'm talking about, and then I'll go into a little bit more detail about it. Because I've mentioned in 1 or 2 live streams about secret bonuses, and Bench Studio are really not very quick at all in coming forward with any answers on these. And I got a headshot there, but unfortunately I got a standard kill as well. Now, the only reason I actually found out about this was I was doing a practice run one day, and I made a little bit of a mistake, and basically the run didn't go very far at all. But when this came up, it was like, oh right, okay. Okay, there we go, headshot. Right, from here folks, I'm just going to let the clock run out. Yeah, Horde Slayer, isn't that always the case when you want to show something? Yeah, absolutely. Now from here with this, you can take hits, but if you use a melee weapon in any way, shape or form, this will not activate. And for the simple fact, yeah, nothing but a headshot bonus. That is exactly what this is, Dandy Denny. I'm just running away right now because what you're going to see come up on screen is a secret bonus, and it's called Sniper. Only requires, well, you can get as many headshots as you like. There we go. I can't believe it is going up on the screen so quickly. It was there. As you can see there, it's 3,750 points, and it is called Sniper. Now, it's really annoyed me that it has started right at the very top of the screen there, so you've barely seen it. But it is there, and basically what this is, for this particular challenge, is that if you get nothing but headshots at the end of this particular challenge, you will get a 3,750 point bonus. Now, as myself and Horde Slayer will attest to, it's pretty much freaking useless to us. When your multiplier's even over about 200 or so, you're going to be making more than that per hit, even if you don't get headshots. But I just wanted to show that that is one of the secret bonuses that Bench Studio have incorporated into these challenges. And I'll go a little bit further on this, folks, because I believe, and I know this because I've checked out on a few challenges, I have found on one or two others that these bonuses exist on more than just one challenge. But there is a hidden bonus on every challenge which is called a Hitman bonus. Most people will know about this on the Reload challenge because you can get it if you follow the way that the high scorers do. You will get it, and it basically involves hitting about 30 barrels and canisters. But there is also a sniper bonus, and I'm pretty sure there is one of these available on every single challenge. Now, what disheartens me is that on this particular challenge, that bonus is freaking useless. However, you discover this particular sniper bonus on some of the other challenges, and it is huge. One in particular that I've been spending a lot of time on lately is the Survive challenge, because I know if I find one of these bonuses, either the Hitman or the sniper bonus, I'll go straight to world number 1. But I'm going to start another one of these off here, and actually I'm losing track of what I'm actually doing here, because on this occasion, because I'm just basically going to be going flat out for action, I should really be attacking the horde straight away. I'm not going to be on this challenge for that long, folks, but it's something that I very rarely show, so just a few minutes on this, and then basically I'll move on to some other challenges. Yeah, why not? I'll have that for good measure. And track the bomb. Right, I'm off. There's more up here, and I'm just looking to keep the multiply going. Okay, that was a bit of a fuck up. However, I've managed to keep the multiply going. I wouldn't normally be shooting as fast as this, but on this occasion I'm going to make an exception. Whoopsie. And I think I've just about blown myself out of ammo, yeah, for 2 of the weapons. That's okay, right, okay. I've got an attractor here. Yeah, this multiplier is going to run out pretty quickly here now, unfortunately, but it's okay. This is all just a bit of fun, folks, because I can get this multiplier going again. All I need to do is basically get myself a bit more ammunition. Oh, that was a mistake. I wasn't meaning to actually go up there. Right, okay. This could be a problem given the energy levels that I'm currently on. Right, yep, I've got nothing in the way to get myself sorted health-wise, but that's okay. Shit. Oh, come on. Right, we've got... No, not remote bombs. I'm not one there, man. Wanting proximity bombs. Thank you very much. These are fantastic things to use, but a word of caution. Use them at the beginning of any challenge, because they are frickin' lethal. As you can see, that is the gold score achieved here, folks. But like I say, I'm just going to show a few minutes of this. It's something that I so rarely show in live streams. But it's such a fun challenge to play that it's like I couldn't resist. Whoa, this could... Nope, that's okay. And as you can see, I'm loaded up with quite a lot of stuff at the very start, as everybody is, so just... Whoa! You can tell, folks, I'm not really taking this that seriously, because normally I would be far more aware of basically the freakers' positions. But this is a nice choke point, just to go nuts on them. Yeah, basically, back in the day when when this challenge was first released, this was basically how everybody took on this challenge. Because at the time, you didn't have the luxury of extra bullet penetration that you get from the ambush campers challenge. So everybody just went full on with the... oh, this could be... Yep, this is going to be... Sorry, I was trying to finish that sentence, but just basically got myself put into an awkward situation. Yeah, that was the way that everybody used to take on this challenge. But once the extra bullet penetration came in and whatnot, it made things a little bit different. One or two people moved it on, and then the man that is on the chat as we speak moved it on in the biggest possible way, Horde Slayer. If there's anything you want to know about this challenge, folks, that man is the person to ask all the questions. There's a lot of things I know, but honestly, Horde Slayer has basically been my mentor for the Surrounded challenge. I went from the ranks of when I first broke into the top 25, I went straight up to pretty much the world top 10, and then to the world number 4, I think it was, after that, all thanks to this man, because he watched my videos and critiqued them heavily. So I can't thank him enough. But I'm just going to catch up with what's been going on in the chat, folks, because I've been, I wouldn't say ignoring, but obviously when you're playing that sort of challenge, it's hard to concentrate on both. But I do remember seeing one name in particular, the Duke's 1984. Fantastic, my friend. We did have a bit of correspondence, and I did mention that I was probably going to be doing a live stream. Fantastic that you've managed to catch the stream, my friend, live. That's fantastic. Obviously, we've had a bit of banter over the past few days especially, but no, it's brilliant that you could make it. And have we got anyone else? I'm pretty good with the names now. And yes, Joanne Murray. Oh, fantastic to have you here. It really is. I do remember that you passed on a bit of advice to Sponicus Rex to pass on to myself, and that was most appreciated. However, somebody else in the chat, Mini Dobsy One, actually informed me first about this. But honestly, Joanne, I do appreciate you taking the time to try and let me know about that as well. It was most appreciated. Right, just make sure I haven't missed anybody else. No, cool. I think we're okay here. That's grand. Well, I'm just going to quit that challenge now because that is pretty much done. I just wanted to show one or two of the Endless Horde challenges tonight. Even if I'm not going for, good God, I couldn't possibly go for high scores because they are 4 hours plus. just ask Horde Slayer here. Like I say, I'm mentioning this guy's name quite a lot, but for good reason. He's 50 million above me in the world rankings, and I'm sitting world number 3, so when I say that this man knows what he's doing on this challenge, that is a big understatement. He's also the world number 1 for Infested, which I held for quite some time, but I was never under any illusions. I always knew if Horde Slayer ever attempted Infested that he would probably overtake me, and he did. But it's all good. I've got no problems with that at all. And there's a new name I've just seen appear, Michael Kuglin. Thanks for all the content and guidance. Cheers, mate. Thank you very much, sir. Most appreciated. I'm just glad that the videos that I've put and whatnot have been of some help to you, honestly. Now, J-Stabe, you're still trying for gold in this challenge, and I'm not laughing for what I'm saying about the gold thing. It's actually about the pronunciation of your name, because I remember somebody else was calling you slightly differently, and on one of your previous streams when you came on, I mentioned 2 ways, and you basically said, "Oh, everybody else is calling me such and such," but I'm pretty sure you're meaning that you need to be called J-Stabe, not J-Stabby. So I'm just going to call you J-Stabe. But I'm going to quit this challenge, folks, and I'm going to go on to something else now. I'm going to try and mix it up a little bit tonight. I'm not going to stay on too many challenges for too long and whatnot, but just show a bit of everything. Might even go on to 1 or 2 hordes after this, but I wanted to keep on with the Days Gone challenges because this is where it all started for me. It really was. As much as I had played the main Days Gone game before starting the challenges, it was the Days Gone challenges that really got me into it in a big way. Because if it hadn't been for these, I might have got rid of the game sometime before. Oh, I've just seen that come up, Mini Dobsy One. The next part is coming out tomorrow night at 8 o'clock UK time. So I'm not sure if you are in the UK, but yes, that's when it's being released. And I have seen another name, oh my god, and it's another big hitter in the Endless Horde challenges, MC Enterprise. Hello Mario, and thank you very much. And I've actually got to give you an apology, my friend, because there was a challenge I played very recently, and I'm just going to show it now. Dead Before Daylight, and I actually made the world number 5 on this, and it was only after I'd got the score, and then I checked out. You were the world number 5 at the time. I've knocked you down to world number 6. Honestly, my friend, I do apologise. I didn't bloody realise. I was honestly, when I was looking down the global ranking after that, I was like, oh my god. It doesn't bother me if it's a knock off a name that I'm not familiar with, but when it is somebody that I know, I genuinely feel quite bad about it. And yeah, when I say it was yourself, Mario, I was like, oh my god. So I think I even apologised in the video that I put out on that. So just so you know, my friend, it was just a case of I was looking for a big score, and when I finally got one, you were the unfortunate person that suffered because of it. Oh my god, Chrissy Cup of Cake. Oh, thank you. Boris Love, my friend, congratulations on your success. So well deserved. You're too kind. I don't know about deserved, but it's there, and I'm delighted. I'm delighted to be at this point, and honestly a little bit shell shocked, because even when I started reaching the 900 mark and whatnot, I'm thinking, no, this isn't going to last. It's just going to fizzle out here and whatnot. And never in my wildest dreams did I ever think I would get to this point. But it's thanks to people like yourself, Sponicus Rex especially, Claire Weaver of Days Gone podcast as well. She has been hugely helpful. A lot of people that have their own channels, obviously yourself, Chrissy, you have a channel. I know you've had a little bit of problems of late, but they've not been your fault in any way, shape or form. There's not much you can do when you're getting problems from the internet companies and whatnot, and not only that, but the particular makers of certain games that limit what you can actually do, and that really sucks when all that stuff goes against you, but you're still going strong. So you just keep at it, Chrissy. You're doing a fantastic job. Superb content. By the way, folks, if there's anybody else that comes on the chat tonight that has their own channel, feel free to talk about it. I have no problems with this whatsoever. In fact, if I see people that I know that have their own channel, I'll highlight it. You know, I'm all for helping as many people as possible. But, right, okay, we're going to get another challenge played. Oh, right, Northern Ireland. Fantastic. It's grand because I'm aware of where some people come from, but not with others. Although the majority of the names I'm seeing on chat, I know very, very well, which is fantastic because it makes me feel really at home because you're all such a fantastic bunch of people. You really are. The comments that I respond to all the time, it's just really is. It's a pleasure to respond to them because you are so kind and generous with your praise. Really is. And oh my god, speaking of people with their own channels, another gent, McRazzler. I'm in Cyprus and really drunk. Well, I can tell you right now, my friend, I'm not in Cyprus, but I have had one or two, and I'm not going to say whether it's glasses or bottles. But thank you for tuning in. McRazzler, folks, is another gent that has a YouTube channel and has some fantastic content, including some Days Gone content, but he does a hell of a lot more than that, and it really is. Some of his stuff is really good to watch. There's one of the games that he's been playing lately, and I think he's world #1 in it for what he does. It's not one that I've ever played before, but absolutely praise to yourself, my friend, because it's. I watched it for a bit and it was like, yeah, fantastic. You really look like, well, you clearly knew what you were doing on it because of your ranking, but right, let's get moving on. Because honestly, folks, when I start talking, I may not stop, so just call me on it if it gets to stages like, for God's sake, Boris, show some more action. Oh, see something from Joanne, yeah. Let's group that to me. I had to plan it. Then shot the hell out of that door. Okay, I'm not sure what. Oh, Bo Holland. That is another new name. I like your accent. Where are you from? I'm from Scotland. I'm from the place that doesn't normally associate with sun. Basically, in a nutshell. Basically at the schools where the... No, I could go on a big long rant about the weather here, but honestly at the moment we can actually see the sun, so in Scotland that's called a heat wave. Right now, honestly, God, I mean, we're having some really good weather here in Scotland over the past couple of days. I am basically looking like a tomato with a flipping wig on top, because when it's good weather I get out and I try and get as much sun as possible. So, right, anyways, enough waffling on. Let's get on with another challenge. Now, Survive is a good one, but it does take a good 15 minutes every time to go on. Drifter's Run, I'm not going to show really too much of the bike challenges, basically because they're not that popular with people, and I do get that, because with a lot of people they are so frustrating. One of the gents on the chat, especially Basics of Pain, I know he detests these challenges, and I've just seen another name come up, and it's Claire Weaver of Days Gone Podcast. Oh, thank you very much, Claire. Congrats on hitting the 1k subs. Yeah, Claire, I'm still sort of in shock over it, and that maybe does sound surprising, but I genuinely am, because I'm kind of a humble guy, and I always sort of think for these things a little bit of the worst, and thinking, yeah, okay, the run's sort of over, it's going to die out. At one point when I was sitting at 950 subs, it went very slow from there, and I'm thinking, Yeah, that's it. I've kind of hit my mark now, so I've got the level. It's not going to increase, but no, it's finally hit the 1K. So right, let's see. I'm not going to show Dead Don't Ride either, as I just said a couple of minutes ago. Not many people are really interested in seeing the bike or the golf cart challenges. So you know what? Got to go keep them safer. No, this particular one rings. Fleur de lis even. Yeah, I've had one or two drinks, folks. So if if their speech starts going a bit, you know why. I'm not going to deny it. Tonight it's my stream, my show. Yeah, Fleur de lis is absolutely essential because it is part of one of the sub challenges, which basically involves the crossbow and the 50 bolt kills. Now, the second is definitely not going to be Ram, that's for sure. Will be, you can have a few things. You definitely don't want bullets because you cannot do a dive roll. Ram, I don't think is that much use because you actually have quite a few stamina cocktails on this challenge. Sorry, I just seen something from McRazzler. Let's get wrecked, Borislav. It's night to celebrate. It absolutely is, my friend. I've already had 2 bottles of wine already, but trust me, it's not going to impair me too much. I'm kind of like Legolas from Lord of the Rings. You know, when he's drinking all those pints and then he gets to the stage, it's like, oh my god, I think I'm drunk. He feels something in his hand. And that's just before Gimli absolutely collapses on the chair because he's had the same amount but just can't handle it. I'm generally quite good with drink, but I do get to the stage where I go from being no bother to all of a sudden where it hits me quite hard. But usually it takes about 3 or 4 bottles to do that, so it's not going to be a problem tonight, I assure you. Like I say, I have had a few drinks because it is a celebration. Not going to deny that in the slightest, but I can still play these challenges all day long, not a problem. But the second ring, folks, is going to be Lionheart because the focus cocktails are very, very important on this particular one. And I've just realised what I've done there. Yeah, there we go. Both of them are active now. Now, for this particular one, I'm actually going to try and take care of all 4 sub-challenges on this now. There's a number of ways that you can get gold scores, and usually involves 3 of the 4 getting to a gold standard in the sub-challenges. But for the sake of this, I'm going to give it a couple of shots, and I will see if I can see what I can do with the score. So let's give it a shot. Yeah, MC Enterprise. I've just seen that come up on screen just before this starts. Do you really need the Fleur de lis? Yes, you do. If you do not have the Fleur de lis ring in place, trust me, my friend, you will absolutely suck at this particular part of this. Okay, and my god. Yeah, I'm going to get a few hordes here, basically because I've hit the wrong buttons. So I'm just going to restart this, folks. I apologise about that. It's sometimes because when I'm playing other games and whatnot, or if I'm doing other things, sometimes I make mistakes with the buttons, and that was as big a mistake as you can get. If you happen to fire a weapon at them that isn't a crossbow, at that point there, you're guaranteed 100% that the freakers are going to come up to your position. I assure you, I'm not going to make the same mistake again. So the first thing I do, look to hit that X there, then hit that, and then... And now I am actually going for the fast fire crossbow, and this is basically hitting the R2 every time, and every time after that, very quickly, hitting the square button. That is the only way you will get the crossbow to fire this fast. Because if you try it yourself, folks, you won't normally get it anywhere near as quick as this. I'm only familiar with this because at one point when I was kind of struggling in this particular challenge, or well, I was sitting, I think 21st or something like that. I wanted to do something about it, and I eventually did get something done about it. But when you're going for the big high scores, you've got to be firing quickly on this particular challenge, because there is a bonus at the very end of this challenge, which is time-based. Are they coming out? Come on, that's okay. That's expected, so I've got that one in place. Okay, focus cocktail. I'm not bothered about the stamina one, but the focus one, yeah. Whoa, that was lucky, because that could have been a disaster. Now at this point, folks, I'm looking for 110 headshots. And I'm very lucky I didn't get clipped there. Yep, another focus cocktail won't go amiss. Oh, you fucking idiot! Yeah, I'm saying that for good reason, folks, because yeah, I will probably still get a gold score from here, but I've done a dive roll, and that is a big faux pas on this particular challenge. And there's many other people who have done this. I will finish this particular challenge, but oh my god, that is as bad a mistake as it gets. $92, right, do you know what? Is it worth even going on with this? Okay, I'll see it out to the end. The fact that I've got a tanker here, if you have a lot of freakers around any of these tankers, they will actually take out 50 freakers at a time. They really do a lot of damage. Yeah, you can tell, folks, I've really not played this one in a while.
How do you like this, huh?
Yeah, there we go. It's a gold score, but at the same time, for me, folks, it's not boasting, but that was a freaking disaster. However, it just shows I'm human. Right, it's a good time to get back to the chat here, just to see what everybody's been saying, and especially make sure that I've not missed anybody that might have joined the chat. Yeah, Days Gone. Well done, not rolling there, haha. Yeah, I'm just thinking. I think Sponicus Rex has played this, so he doesn't have to worry about taking any tips from a bad run like that. But does McRazzler have Days Gone videos? Joanne, he most certainly does, and they're fantastic. He usually has quite a few of them playing along with a banging soundtrack as well, and they are worth watching. Some of them are very funny too. Yep, Claire, you're absolutely right. It is so automatic. I've made that mistake so many times. Truth be told, I've never made the mistake before of actually firing the gun at the horde when I'm trying to do the crossbow, but that was, I'll just put it down to how much drink I've had, but yeah. Let's see. Else have we got? I don't think there's anybody else that's entered the chat, but yeah, Dandy Nenny, I get angry when I do that myself, but I'm keeping it under control tonight. Yep, Horde Slayer, you're quite right. It is such a natural mechanic. When you're playing this game so much, it really does become second nature. Yeah, McRazzler, you do have a few. If you're not even sure where to actually see them, Joanne, on my channel page, I actually have a link to McRazzler's site, as I do to one or two others that are on the chat as well at the moment. So just so you know. Right. Okay. I was just going to give that one shot. I'm just really trying to mix it up tonight with quite a number of challenges. So I'm going to quit that one. I was happy that I did Surrounded very early on because it is a challenge that I've done so rarely. And I'm actually going to follow that up to tonight, or should I say this morning. I'm going to go on to Infested. Again, I'm not going to be at it for a great amount of time. Maybe just about 6 or 7 minutes, but just going to create a hell basically on it for a few minutes. This particular one is when you basically know what you've sort of got to be doing on it, it's not that bad. And there is a way you can take this one out very quickly. But as always, it's an endless horde challenge, so they are your two go-to rings every time. And McRazzler, I've just seen your comment just come up there on my screen. Yeah, it's a fantastic community, it really is. I can't stress this enough, that I had so many anxiety issues about doing live streams because of the fact that where I was thinking, who the hell am I going to be attracting? Who the hell's going to be watching, and what sort of flipping crap and shit am I going to take off people when I'm doing it? But honestly, the Days Gone community are as good as it gets. Really is. They are fantastic. Right. Bullets. Yep, ram in place. Let's do this. Actually, I've got to change the character, because as much as I like Sarah, my favourite character is the...
Try to never piss off a woman who knows how to use this cat.
Yeah, absolutely, Ricky. I couldn't agree more. The slightly amorous and the cheating lady, if she had the chance, Ricky. But the thing is, out in the shit, you know, you just... things happen. I don't hold it against her. Oh, Claire, you're far too kind. You're ace at streaming and we all love watching you. Claire, I don't do streaming enough. That is probably my biggest problem. And it really is a case of work issues and my family. Because I always have to put those two first. I swear to God, if I was single and I had the time, I'd be streaming about 2 or 3 times a week. And it still wouldn't be anywhere near what you normally do, Claire, because you are an absolute savage when it comes to the streaming, and I mean that in a good way, because you really do. Normally you're streaming every single day, even sometimes twice a day, and that's amazing. And your channel is doing so well because of it, and rightly so. As are a few of the people that are on the chat here. Chrissy Cup of Cake, I've seen your numbers there going up fantastically. Sponicus Rex, God, I don't need to say anything about yourself, mate, but I'm gonna absolutely killing it. You've made a name for yourself a long time ago, and your content is always fantastic, as is the rest of the people's that are on the chat. Really is. There's some really good stuff going on with Days Gone, and not only that, but other games. I know Claire especially is playing different ones at the moment. Yep, S-Rex, you're the same. McRazzler, yeah, I know you dabble with quite a lot of other stuff too. And Chrissy Cup of Cake, of course, yep. You're hitting the games hard as well, so it's all good to see. and all from fantastic Days Gone community. So, right, let's get on with this anyways, folks. Actually, I'll move off that, but I'll go up onto the global ranking leaderboard. I'm showing this basically because, again, here's the man. I just want to show you just how good Horde Slayer is. I put in a pretty impressive score. And, of course, MC Enterprise, he is with us there. He is in the world top 5. Of course, you've got Horde Slayer, world number 1. And that was an amazing score because, honest to God, for a long time, I didn't even think any of us were going to get over 500 million. Eventually, I did and had an amazing run, and then Horde Slayer just went over that by about 50 million. But he is the 50 million man with me because the 2 Endless Horde challenges where he's above me, it's pretty much, well, actually, in Surrounded now, he's well over 50 million, but at one point it was 50 million every time that he was above us. Now I think it's about 100 million on Surrounded that he's above us, but I'll try and plug that gap at some point. I don't expect to catch him, but I definitely expect to get a bit nearer to him. But anyhow, folks, let's back here and let's get on with some action. Like I say, folks, I haven't really shown enough of the Endless Horde challenges when I've been doing live streams, and I don't really know why, because at the end of the day it's like I don't need to be showing full runs, just need to be showing some action. So let's do it. Rick has already got the Molotov in place, so I'm just going to open up a zone, track the bomb, get that down there because I'm wanting the IDF pop that is in this building. Get that frickin' light off because that is annoying me to fuck. And go nuts on the flickers. Right, where are they all coming from? Okay, I see them now. Whoa! Thankfully you can take an awful lot of damage on this particular challenge, so it's, even when you see me like that where there's a lot of freakers about you, it's not really as bad as it first looks. Oh, Horde Slayer, you are too kind. Just returning a bit of a favour, basically, Horde Slayer, to all the advice you have given me on Surrounded especially. I come up with 1 or 2 very neat ideas on Infested, and yes, I did show the glitches that applied to this particular challenge, but honestly, Horde Slayer, you've showed me just as much on this challenge, and you give me a hell of a lot of advice on Surrounded. Now, normally, folks, myself and Horde Slayer certainly wouldn't be as trigger happy on the weapons as this, but as I'm not going for a 4-hour marathon here, it's not an issue. Whoa! Okay, that's that could have been a disaster there. Oh, there's the gold score, but I'm just going to keep going for a bit longer, folks. Right, okay, yeah, I'm alright on that. So What I normally tend to do on the Infested challenges, I tend to run them around this house in a big way for a long time. Oh, you're too kind, Claire. I have had some extensive hours worth of practice on this particular challenge, which is probably why it doesn't present too much of a problem to me. God damn! Oh, I've lost the multiplier! Oh, and I've... I don't think I... Oh, actually, no, not focus, not stamina. No, none of them are any good. Well, that was lucky I even got out of there. Yeah, I need some more ammunition. The multiplier I lost there before, but to be quite honest, folks, it's just a bit of fun here. It's when you lose the multiplier when you're about 3.5 hours in, that's when it hurts. And trust me, that's happened before. Okay. Get up here just for a... Yeah, worth noting, folks, you do get health back by hitting headshots when you're playing this particular challenge, which is always handy. Okay, I just noticed the multiplier was about to go again, so I've sort of salvaged it, and I've got a nice choke point here that I can really go to town on them, but okay, proximity bombs. Why not? Get up there. Do you know what? Just have a bit of everything. I don't care. Oh, goddamn! Loving it. Bring him on. Whoa! Come on, get that. I actually did a dive roll. I thought I would have got the flames out pretty quickly, but oh damn! No ammunition. Shit. Yeah, if anybody is actually looking to get any tips on this particular challenge by doing it this way, you're watching the wrong stream. This really is just a bit of fun. I'm not even focusing on headshots here, honestly. It's just basically it's give them hell. For more to the point, them giving me hell. Get over there, thank you. Damn, I think that's a run out of bullets again. Thankfully, yep, nice. Get that reloaded and let's go again. Yeah, another reason why I like taking the route around that particular building is you do have 1 or 2 escape routes, and that is very handy to have. Okay, that very nearly was the end. Yeah, Horde Slayer, I couldn't agree more. This is definitely the easiest of the Endless Horde challenges, without a shadow. You can actually regenerate health on Black Friday as well, but you need to purchase the perk that actually gives you that. And I think it's 250 free careers, if I remember rightly. Yeah, I'm not going to keep on this particular one all morning, folks. I'm probably just going to get the score to around 1 million, and then I'll just I'll stop at that. Woohoo! Yeah, when you get around this garage area, when you start to get about 5 or 6 hordes at a time getting on your case, this is what you end up with. But honestly, it's a lot of fun. Damn! Oh shit! Right, let's see what I've got in the way of some items here. Molotovs. I'll do that now until I get some more ammunition. Yeah, there is some very nearby, which is roundabouts here. If the... Oh, did I grab it? Yes, I did. Okay. Ah, oh, son of bitches. Let's see. No, there'll still be not a chance. Okay, let's just hit this barrel here just for funsies. What I generally like to do when I'm doing the longer runs is usually get up here and then just hit them here. You get a few seconds where you can really lay into them, and then you do have an escape route. Right, okay folks, do you know what? I'm just about going to call this challenge to an end, because I can see I'm already well over the million, and anything else I can throw or do, just fantastic. Yeah, I could keep going for a long time, folks, but at the end of the day, I didn't want to be showing that particular challenge all morning, so fantastic. I can catch up on the chat again. Okay, I'll have to go back up a bit because yeah, just Abe, I've just seen your one there. I'm more stealthy with horde killing in the main game. I like to hide somewhere and rain down death and destruction. You can't do that on the challenges. It's a struggle. Yeah, it's basically impossible to do that on these particular challenges. The hordes in the main game are far easier to take down. The main reason the likes of myself and Horde Slayer are very good at these particular challenges is we know where all the escape routes are when the new hordes constantly regenerate. Because if you don't know where all your escape options are in these challenges, you will die in minutes. And I used to be no exception. There was a time, I'll wholeheartedly admit this, that on Surrounded for a long time. I couldn't get beyond 1 million in a score on it. Generally, I was just constantly coming to crushing defeats, crushing ends, and it was only when I took the time to actually study the challenge a bit more and find out, look, where are my escape options every time when they respawn, and that is basically, that's one of the biggest keys to the challenges, the Endless Horde challenges. Not so much Black Friday, because you have a lot of escape, because it is such a big area that you're playing that challenge on. It's not quite so much a big deal, and even Infested is not that bad, but Surrounded is savage. If you don't know all your escape options when the hordes are respawning, or where you basically need to be in order to get yourself in good positions, then you're going to get nowhere on that particular challenge. Right, let's see what else we've got down here. Yeah, Horde Slayer, Discord podcast. Boris has a video on it. Help me get started on it. I can only assume you're talking about Infested there, Horde Slayer, because when it comes to Surrounded, you pretty much taught me everything I know in that one, my friend. Oh, hold on, this is a new one. Days Gone podcast. Did you hear about the Days Gone anniversary barbecue meetup? Fan community get together here in Colorado next April. Plenty of lead time to get your flight booked. Well, Claire, I'll be perfectly honest with you. It's one of my things on my bucket list. I'd love to visit the US. I really would. And there is some serious extra incentive there from what you've just told me. That is fantastic. It really is. I may have to seriously consider that one. Everyone is invited. Oh yeah, absolutely. Right, anything else? I don't think I've missed anybody else coming on to the chat. So I've seen something up there. Chris Cupcake. Pure Borislav mode. You're too kind. The Dukes, I like the ninja mode on the main game. Once I'm spotted, I'm on my bike. I'll tell you what, TD, the very first time I played the main game of Days Gone, I was exactly the same. I swear to God, the first time I ever took on the Sawmill Horde, I think it was just shy of 40 minutes for me to actually take them out, because I was a wuss. I knew, at that point I did know it was 500 strong, and oh my God, it was... I just had very little experience with the hordes, but it's kind of changed a little bit now. Oh, I see something else here. I gotta run, my man. That's Bonicus Rex feeling under the weather, so I have to go play nurse. That could be an interesting night, Claire. No, honestly, I hope yous are both feeling better. I know yourself and Rex were feeling a bit under the weather because you caught a cold from the wee man. And I totally get that, because I've had a great number of colds, as has my wife, from my wee girl when she's come back from school. It's so easy. It's so easy to get. But thankfully in Scotland at the moment, the kids are all off on their summer holidays, so it's happy days. The Dukes, I retire next April. Oh my God. Superb, my friend. I've still got quite a bit to go before I can get to retirement age. In fact, I've got a hell of a long way to go. Oh, Days Gone Claire. Yep, I could have started daycare this week, and bam, everyone's got sick. Yep, it's so easy to catch the stuff, Claire. It really is. Trouble is here every time anybody, especially in Scotland at the moment, because COVID is pretty rife at the moment. You get anything that resembles like a cold and that, everybody just assumes that you've got COVID. For me at the moment, I'm doing a bit of sneezing, but it's nothing to do with COVID. It's because I suffer from hay fever. and it's a bit of a nightmare at the moment for me. But however, it's just one of the things that a great number of people have to deal with. So, oh, right. Oh, Jukes, the Sommel Horde took me 2 in-game days to do. Well, like I say, my friend, it's one of them things when you're playing the game for the first time, or if you're not that used to it, it does. These hordes are not easy at the start. The only reason I am very comfortable with them now is basically through the Days Gone challenges. Because once you've been fighting the endless hordes for so long, once you start reaching hordes that are like 50, 75 strong, they'll look like nothing. Oh, Days Gone podcast. How long are you streaming for tonight? I have a live stream planned for in an hour, but I'll wait till your celebratory stream is over. Don't rush on my account. Claire, I will be perfectly honest with you. I'll be finished by 2 o'clock at the latest. I swear, because I am having to get up with my wee girl tomorrow because my wife's working. So yeah, I'll be finished by 2 o'clock at the very latest. It was quite literally just to play a few challenges. I may not even bother with the hordes tonight. It was really just to thank everybody for the support that I've had on my channel. Especially, I mean, all the people that I can see, I know the names very well, but I've just seen a new one come on here. Columinati Maccabee. That's a new name. That's quite a cool name. I love your gamesmanship. Thank you very much, my friend. That's very nice of you to say. Dandy Denny, I remember being in the grocery store last year and people giving me side eyes. And I'm like, I have allergies, not COVID. Denny, exactly. I am exactly the same. The other day I was in Tesco's and all of a sudden I had a bit of a sneezing fit. And I could see them looking at me and I'm thinking, no, it's like I've got fucking hay fever. It's not COVID. But that's the thing though. It's just the society we live in now. As soon as you start sneezing or you look a bit ill, everybody, they're not thinking, oh, you've got a cold, or you've got this, you've got that. No, you've got COVID. Hi, it sucks. But however, it is what it is. It's the world we currently live in. So yes, Claire, thank you very much. You've got to go. Take care. I will catch up on your live stream later on. It'll be later on today because once I finish this, I'll be going to bed. But no, fantastic. Thank you very much for tuning in, Claire. Most appreciated. Right, let's do another challenge, folks. Let's see now. I've taken care of, well, I've done surrounded. As you can see, folks, I've got gold in all of them, so the gold scores are not really what I'm playing them for. It's just to show a little bit of these and show what they're like. Hogwild, I'm not going to show because it is genuinely a bit of a pain, and as I said before, not that many people are that interested in the bike challenges, and I totally get that because they are. You either get very good at them and get very secure with the mechanics of the bike and whatnot, or it just doesn't go your way at all. And with most people, it is the latter. So, sleep time for me, Muck Razzler. If you've had as much drink as what you clearly probably have, then yeah, you deserve a good night's sleep. So when you're on holiday, mate, it's got to be done. So thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll definitely need to catch up with some of your videos because you've got some really good stuff. I've seen some of them, but there's a few more that I want to check out. Right. Oh, I seen something. I seen somebody else saying I'm going to jump ship to. It's James. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you so much for tuning in. It means a lot. You've been on so many of my live streams, and I can't thank you enough, my friend. It's really decent of you. Like I say, even if this one has been completely unannounced in terms of letting people know, There's one or two people that will have picked up from my comments that I was going to be doing something at some point, but because I could not state an exact time, I didn't put an announcement out on it. And the Jukes, am I the only sober one here? Yeah, apparently so. I'm not actually that bad, but basically it's because I've not been drinking too much while I've been doing all this stuff. But yeah, I did have a little bit to drink before starting this stream, and like I say, for me it was a celebration, so I was never not going to drink. Oh, Joanne, you're asking about Chris Cupcakes. Chris is doing quite a number of videos at the moment, Joanne. She was doing Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm not sure if she's finished that or not, but she might be, because there was a hell of a lot of episodes on that. It was quite cool, but I do remember, I think, Chrissy, I think you started on Tomb Raider as well, which I was delighted to see, by the way, because fantastic game. One of my favourites of all time is actually the second Tomb Raider. I think it's called Rise of the Tomb Raider. And honestly, I was hoping that was the one you were going to start on, Chrissy, but I totally get it. You're going with the very first one, and that makes perfect sense. But yeah, the second one for me, not only really good story and whatnot, but the soundtrack for it is absolutely amazing. And sometimes for me, that's what makes a really good game just a bit more special than what it already is. But right, I'm not doing Dead Don't Ride. It takes a little bit too long. Not many people are that interested in it either. Keep them safer, I've already done. Ambush Camp Rush, yeah, I might do Drifter's Run though. Again, it's a biking one. Survive is good. I've been playing that quite a lot lately, and that is purely to try and find the secret bonuses. But I've had no joy at all so far, and I've been doing so many different things. The likes of, I've tried to complete the challenge where I've taken out the 75 headshots required with a sidearm only, because I'm thinking if there's a hitman bonus, it's always going to be accuracy based, and I'm thinking something like that would maybe play into that sort of a bonus area. But no, I've completed that, and it's not an easy task to do either, to get it to get the 75 headshots with sidearms only, because there's only so many of them that appear throughout that challenge. But no, at the moment I've just not managed to find any hidden bonuses yet, because all the hidden bonuses, folks, they really are, they're like finding a needle in a haystack. They are that difficult, because they have very exacting standards on what it takes to trigger them, and there are a great number of things that will counteract these. The likes of Surrounded that I'm currently on, if you get headshots and then you finish your game, then you will receive the sniper bonus. But if you inflict a melee kill on any of the freakers, that destroys your sniper bonus. That's just one of the things. I didn't even try things where, like, setting off some explosives. That might destroy the sniper bonus as well. But thankfully on the Surrounded challenge, it means nothing. It really does. So, Chrissy, you've got nothing to apologise for. You've been apologising rather a lot lately, and honestly, you have no need to. Your content is absolutely fantastic, and I'm delighted. Anything you want to talk about of your own channel on this live stream, I am more than happy about, and I'll encourage you to do so. Honestly, your content is fantastic, as is a lot of other people's here. So I'm just going to go up the chat here just to see who we've got. I mean, Horde Slayer, for example, I know he doesn't have that many videos, but all his videos are basically Surrounded and Infested based on the challenges, and they're really good to watch, folks. As well as that, obviously, McRazzler, who was on earlier, he's got some fantastic videos too. And then you've got Claire Weaver of Days Gone Podcast, and of course Sponicus Rex. Again, some fantastic content from them too. So, yep, but anything you want to chat about on in regards to your channels, absolutely go for it. I don't have a problem with that at all. I encourage it. Oh, and there's a new name that's just appeared, and I know this name very well, Jeff. Yeah, I've had a number of conversations with yourself lately through comments. You got to 1,000, that's awesome. Hopefully it's just a start. Well, I'll be quite honest, if it ended at 1,000, I'd still be one of the happiest men on the planet, honestly. I never thought I'd ever get to this stage, and it's just a privilege to be here. So I will eventually get monetized, but there is still quite a long way to go with that, folks, because and I don't mind discussing this because it's something that a lot of YouTubers don't, but you do have to have, in order to get monetized, you require a minimum of 1,000 subscribers, but you also require a minimum of 4,000 hours worth of video watching time through your channel in the space of 1 year. Thankfully, I met both those. Well, the 1,000 subscribers was the one that always done me in, but the 4,000 hours of watch time was never a problem, because my channel now, I'm pleased to say, it's averaging around about 2,500 hours per month. So I was always, as soon as I had the subscribers, I could always apply, but the application process is quite a long one, and you need to get sorted out with Google AdSense, which is basically the way that you get paid for these for your videos. But that again is quite a long process apparently. So I've not even started part 2 of the 4 parts that are required to get to that stage. But it will happen when it happens. At least now I'm in a position where I can actually start to get all this stuff in place, and hopefully in the next maybe month, even 2 months, if that's what it takes, then I'll get to the stage where I'm monetized, and that will be nice, because any money that does come from the videos and whatnot will just be put back into the channel, albeit mainly for buying new games and whatnot, because that's it. Generally when I work and whatnot, as I do in my life, it's my priorities are not this channel. It's basically keeping my family secure and whatnot, pay all the bills, get all that taken care of. If this channel starts making money, fantastic. Like I say, it will just get pumped back into the channel, because it's been a labour of love, and I can't believe it's got to this stage now. So it really is. It's a fantastic feeling. Okay, let's reload. Let's get this done. Now, rings for this particular one. Yep, bullets I would always have as first choice. That is basically when you dive roll, and it will replenish your the ammo in the particular gun that you are holding at the time. Now, the second one, I would basically, Lionheart. And I made that mistake. There we go. That's it. So bullets are now in play, and Lionheart is in play, and I will stick with Ricky. And yeah, let's do this. Yeah, Jeff. I think they will make a sequel, my friend, but I think it's going to be a long, long time before it happens. Basically, Sony put the kibosh on a sequel with Bench Studio, and Bench Studio have currently moved on to other things. Okay, switch to that. Up here. One on there, off. Okay, have I taken any damage? I have. So, the perfect round bonus at the end of this challenge is now completely gone, but... So that hit that I took off the freaker doesn't really matter too much now. this is generally the route, folks, that the high scorers will go for, basically because it is the quickest way that you can take out the 300 strong horde, because it's basically the Tumult mission horde that you're dealing with here. Now, for anybody who isn't quite familiar why I'm hitting barrels, especially before the horde are anywhere near them, is basically that burning kills after the initial barrel explosion score 5 times higher. And unlike some of the challenges where when your multiplier reaches a certain total and the scores don't make that much of a difference, on this particular challenge they most certainly do. Okay, I'm just going to bring them over here now, and yep, there's only 6 of them left, so I'll take out at least 3 of them here. Well, maybe not. Right, there's only one way to come in here now, so... And there we go. In all fairness, folks, it is probably one of the easiest challenges there is. It's widely reported on the internet. People that were attempting this challenge were doing it on their 2nd or 3rd goes, and it's kind of clear to see from that I think the goal score for that is 80,000, and that's over double the amount. And I'll be quite honest, folks, when you actually see the scores, that the highest scores that there is, and I'm going to bring up the global rankings for this right now. I don't feature on the front page, by the way. That's not why I'm bringing it up. It's I'm well behind on this one, but in fact, I can actually, if I bring up the main one, as you can see, I'm sitting 14th, and I'm okay with that because it's pretty much in the middle of the global top 25. But given that the kind of scores that you have on here, and my one comes into play there. I'm sitting 14th right now, but honestly, folks, these scores are so difficult to get that I'm happy sitting at 14th for this one. They are not easy scores to get to, and truth be told, it's been quite a while since I've actually got over 200,000 on this challenge, let alone 213, which I scored quite some time ago. I think it was in 2021 when I actually got that score. So. But there you go. To get into the top 25, you're talking 206,000 just to get there. So, anyways, right. I'm just going to have another check on the chat and just see what everybody's saying. And there's a new name that I've not seen before, Susan. Well done. This horde is my least favourite in the game. Too much of a wimp to try the challenges. Susan, I get the challenges are extreme versions of basically what you're going to face in the main Days Gone game, but I've no problems with anybody that just basically says, look, I don't want to take them on. I get that. Right, let's have a look. Chrissy, that's a big one from yourself here. I think it's very obvious who does YouTube for money and who does it for a love of content. You've always been for the love of content, and it shows in all your videos. Chrissy, you are so kind. As always, you really are. Chrissy, I do not expect to make a lot of money from the channel. I really don't, because none of my videos have crazy hundreds of thousands of views. They just don't. I think the best video I have has 24,000 views so far. I'll put that in comparison to our friend Sponicus Rex, who has one video that has over 2 million views, which is bloody fantastic. I mean, honestly, if I actually manage to make about £50 to £100 maybe every 2 or 3 months, I'll be happy with that. I really will. As I said earlier on, this channel for me has always been a labour of love, but at the same time, it got to the stage where I just wanted to help people with the challenges. That was the main thing that came from it after I kind of got good at the challenges, where I started making all the tutorial videos for it, and it's really just taken off in a big way from there. And yeah, and everybody in the chat here has pretty much played a big part of this. And oh my god, I've seen another name I know very well, Miranda Saturn. Hello, Boris, and congrats. Thank you very much, Miranda. Most appreciated. Yeah, I'm absolutely delighted. This is a milestone I never thought I would ever get to. And Toman Dave, 00. We enjoy watching you play the game, sir. Thank you very much. You are far too kind. I do my best. It's challenges at the moment, my friend. I'm probably, given the time of night as well, I'm probably not going to do too much in the way of hordes. In fact, I may not go into them. I'm basically playing some of the challenges because this is where it all started for me. This is really where my channel started to get a little bit more attention because of the fact that I was a little bit better than average on the Days Gone challenges. But I'll get off that now. Let's have a look outride. No, again, the bike challenges, folks, I know they're not very popular, so I'm going to try and avoid them and show other things, even if it means showing that piece of shit Dead Before Daylight. It's a challenge. It's my least favourite challenge by far, but I have been playing it a little bit lately, just basically to, well, the video that I showed was basically, I showed it all. I was in great danger of dropping off the top 25 leaderboard, and I decided to do something about it. So, but now, do you know what? Black Friday. Let's do this. Fantastic challenge, fun to play. God, I'm doing this every time. There we go. That's Oh, Chrissy, Boris, remind me if you could, what is your favourite challenge again? No. I would always, anybody who would actually ask me that in the past, I would always have said Surrounded. But I'll be quite honest, the one that has probably taken over that now for me is the Ambush Camp Rush challenge. I really do enjoy it because it's just the complete randomness of it. I mean, I know the Surrounded challenge, yes, you don't know where the hordes every time are going to spawn from. You have an idea, but you're never 100% sure. But the Ambush Camp Rush is fantastic. Once you go in there, it really is, it's just a thing of seeing how the marauders react to where you are in the camp, and you get a different game every single time that you play that challenge. So I would have to say that's my favourite right now. Jeremy McGee. Oh, Jeremy McGee! I don't think I've welcomed you into the chat, my friend. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, apologies. It's a name I missed before. But do you know what, Jeremy? I've not played. Was it Dead Don't Ride? I've not played that now in months. I really haven't. And I know people are getting closer to my world #1 score, but they're not quite there yet. And I'm just sort of like, it's like, okay, when if they overtake me and somebody gets ahead of me, then I'll give it a little bit of attention again. But until then, there's other ones that I enjoy more. But this one's definitely worth showing. Black Friday, fantastic. Another Endless Horde challenges challenge, and so much fun to play. So let's do this. Yeah, you can take on this challenge in quite a number of ways. I'm just going to basically do it the way that I normally sort of take care of it in order to get a gold score. And that's basically, I will pick up the gun, and that's just for a little bit of insurance, because there's one part of this run that can always go slightly wrong. Not majorly, but if you have a gun, it's very handy, because you can correct your mistake if things don't go perfect. So the way I like to start is, I've got 3 frag grenades, and I use them at very specific points. I'll come right across here, back there, usually congregate there, and that allows you to basically pick up the free careers. So from there I move on to position 2, and it's up here, then move along, right there, that's the spot. Move out of the way, yep. From there, I will move them along this fence line. And the reason I do this, it's all about horde manipulation, basically. And this is the one problem you can sometimes get, because sometimes the horde can catch up on you there, but it's not a problem. They congregate very nicely in that corner. From there, I should have over 100 free careers, which I do. If I didn't, I can use the gun to explode the barrel. But from here, I've got a clear line of sight to get to this part of the sawmill, which is basically what makes this run so good. This is honestly one of the best plans that I ever worked out, because it's, as I said at the beginning, it's just horde manipulation at its best. I am now looking for the growler. Costs 100 free careers. From here, what I would normally do is just head over to this section. It doesn't take that long to climb, and not only that, you're all of a sudden right there. If you do get any unwanted guests, they can be taken care of quite quickly as well. And the other thing I'll stress, if you're ever using the growler, generally short bursts. So if you just keep your finger down on the trigger, you're going to use up the ammo very, very quickly. And on this bad boy, really, you can take your time with it. The rate of fire is so high that it makes things very easy for you. Eventually, the fleekers will get behind you here, and that was well timed. Oh, pardon me. Whoa, get off there. Sorry folks, I'm just going to mute this while I sneeze. Sorry about that folks, I don't know where that sneezing fit came from, but let's get back to the action. Any of the challenges stealth? I don't think they really are. Well, saying that, Miranda, there is one of the challenges that you potentially could take out in a stealth way, and that is the ambush campush. Okay, that was a little bit of a waste there, but never mind. Again, folks, I'm not going to keep this going forever. I'm just another couple of minutes or so, and then I'm just basically going to call this one a day, because, again, it is a challenge that you can go on for quite some time. Oh, there we go, that is the growler finally done. Now, There is a cut-off point for the score for this particular challenge, and it is 2 billion. And there are a number of people who have actually reached that that milestone, myself included. But for anybody wanting to know, if you want to get to the 2 billion mark, it's around 6 hours of gameplay to get there. Now, yeah, of course, because Black Friday is all about actually buying the items, there's not actually that much that I have here at the moment. But that's no bad thing. I'll probably just get the score to 1 million and I'll just call it at that. There's a very easy way to do this actually. Napalm Molotovs, they're not far away. Yep, I've just yeah, yes, 6 hours, I'm not exaggerating, that's how long it took me to get the 2 billion score on this particular challenge. It is, I say it's brutal, it's not that bad. If you enjoy these sort of challenges, it's a lot of fun. But for a lot of people, I think it would just be a bridge too far. Yeah, Horseslayer, sorry. You're quite right with that. You can indeed. Apparently, it actually does a bit of harm if you do that with the PlayStation 5, which is why I very rarely use the rest mode for the PlayStation 5. I know on the PS4 Pro, I used to use it all the time. So handy, but whoops. Now, at the moment, I'm not actually getting any respite with the health, but I'll show you just before I actually call this challenge to an end, because I've just realised I'm well past the million mark now. But there we go, head rush. If you purchase that, it's 250 freaker ears. But watch this now. There you go, you can see my health. If you're ever playing this challenge and you want to get a good score and basically work on the challenge safely, that is one of the most important perks that you need to purchase. And there we go, folks. I think I've done enough on this now. It's just a case of I could keep on going forever with this. It's the multiplier on this particular challenge is so easy to maintain as well, because there is so many freakers right from the very start. Because it is basically the Sawmill Horde, you usually have a minimum of 500 freakers every time. You'll maybe get down to about 400 to 300 at worst at any time, but they're always respawning so quickly on this one. So, but there we go, folks. That is that one done. I thought it's a nice one to show because it's very rarely I do show it in live streams. So I will catch up again on the chat here. Oh, what's going on with my laptop here? There we go, that's better. That's where we were. I remember seeing Miranda's question of are any of the challenges stealth based. Yep, ambush camps have some stealth. Yep, the ambush campers challenge most certainly does. The Dukes. The Growler would be great in the main game, but I would prefer a tank. The Growler's just about as good, honestly, my friend. the amount of ammo it can actually hold and the fire rate is so high on that bad boy, it's beyond belief. Yep, Chrissy, 6 hours, honest to God. If you're really pushing it and want to get things going right from the very start, you can probably do it in about 5.5 hours. It took me 6 because basically I spent the first half hour just basically getting myself set up with as much explosives as possible, and I did that basically by getting a whole load of free careers by using weapons that I wouldn't use once I started the main multiplayer. So that's like the SAF-12 and basically all the weapons that cost very little to buy at the start. And once I had all the explosives in place, then I set about going for the big score. And like I say, I did eventually get it, but it was 6 hours, and I did it in three 2-hour periods. I basically took breaks every 2 hours, and that was a good way to get it done. Yep, Toman Dave, you can get the Growler 9 more times. It is basically every time the weapon that you when you first pick it up, whatever the freaker number total is for it, and in the Growler case it's 100. The next time you go to get it again, it becomes double that, 200. But at the same time, it only multiplies by the initial purchase cost of the weapon itself. So the next time you go for the Growler, it will be 300, then 4, then 5. So for the likes of the one that a lot of people use in that particular challenge, the Napalm Molotovs, they start at 30 free careers. The second time you go for them, they will cost 60. Then they will cost 90. It always goes up by the initial price of the item that you purchase. So just for anybody that's not in the know on that, I just thought I'd throw that out. How do your hands work after? If you take enough breaks, Chrissy, you're not too bad, honestly. Horde Slayer, really? Yeah, really. It takes that long. It is a long time to do. Horde Slayer, you can get green screen. Doesn't need calibration. I thought it would damage the. Yeah, the rest mode I very rarely use on the PlayStation 5 because I've heard so much about it that the rest mode actually does do damage to the PlayStation 5. Now, whether that's basically to do with the hard drive or whatnot that's in it, I'm not sure. But just after hearing all these sort of things, that was enough for me. It was like, yeah, okay, I'm just not going to do it. The PlayStation 5s are expensive enough. You don't want them buggering up on you in the first few months. It may not be true, but I just wasn't prepared to take the risk, basically, folks. So. Right. Anyhow, that's another challenge done. Like I say, the Endless Horde ones I have to finish them because, yeah, you can go on for a long time with them if you know what you're doing with them. As the gent who is also in the chat, Horde Slayer, will testify to. Yeah, Denny, absolutely. If you can manage to get a PS5, you've got to baby it. Oh, absolutely. If my house ever went on fire, and obviously I'd be looking to get my family out, but honestly, the next thing I'd be going for is my PlayStation 5. Anything else, screw it. Like I say, once my wife and my daughter was out, that would be it. Then my priority would be, right, frickin' get the PlayStation 5 out of the house. And that's not easy given where my console room is. Not an issue right now because I'm doing this live stream from my living room. My console room is right next to where my daughter sleeps, and I'm not going to risk in any way waking her up. She goes to bed, she needs her sleep. She's only 7 years old, and boy, if you don't let a 7-year-old get their sleep, you know about it the next day. Right, folks. I tell you, after family pets, PS5 for sure. Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Denny. Yeah, absolutely. If you've got a family pet and whatnot, yeah, that's important. We did used to have a couple of rabbits, but not now, unfortunately. What's this, Jeff? First lap. Real life challenge. Yeah, if the house is on fire, trust me, it's the family first every time. Then the PlayStation 5. After that, it's like let the insurance take care of it. Yeah, Chrissy, I can imagine. Yep, Finn is a little bit younger than my wee girl. Yes, you know exactly what I'm talking about there, as probably a few others will as well. Right, okay, let's on to this. Surrounded, I've played. Survive. I will be honest, folks, I love playing this challenge at the moment, but it does take a little bit too long to show. Drifters run against a bike one, so I'm not going to. Ambush Camp Rush, let's do this. Very fun challenge to play. Now, rings, let me think here. Joker, first of all. In fact, the way I'm actually going to play this, I'm not even sure Joker's required. Bullets, most definitely. RAM is not. That is not essential at all. Good God, it's been a while since I've played this. I'm trying to think what I normally use. Even Lionheart's not that important. Yeah, it's normally either Fleur-de-Lis. If I was going for a really high score, I would have Fleur-de-Lis on here because I would be looking to use the crossbow extensively. However, because I am just doing, I'm just going to have a bit of fun on this, and I make that, and I make that mistake every time. Yeah, I've got them both picked up now. So bullets. So every time I do a dive roll, I'll replenish the bullets in the gun, and the Joker will basically pick up anything that I slide into. So fantastic. Let's do this. I've just seen your comment there, Chrissy. What about the whiskey? Save that too. I'm not sure about whiskey, but bottles of red wine, absolutely. They're right up there on the hit list. Yep, that's when I know I've got every one of the items there. I'm looking for 10 on the multiplier. Then pick up that. The way I normally do this now is I'm only looking to use 2 of the residue bolts. And the first one is on this son of a bitch and upper left eye. Anybody who's seen previous videos will know exactly why I'm saying that. Just make sure that is reloaded. And where's the other guy? Oh, he's moved. I need this one because... Yep, there we go. He's under the influence. They are basically the 2 hardest hitters in the camp in terms of their firepower and their armor and protection. They basically can take out quite a number of the marauders once they are under the influence. And oh, you son of a bitch!
They got him.
Do you know what? That's a little bit new. I don't normally get 2 people chasing me, but do you know what? I'm actually happy about that. It makes my job a bit easier. And I think I've just seen something on screen about Horde Slayer leaving the party. If that's the case, no problem. All the best, my friend. Take it easy, and thank you very much for tuning in. Okay, I'll look to get 5 items out of here. Basically, yeah, the Dukes, you're quite right, my friend. Very unusual indeed. I can't stand whiskey, but I love haggis, so figure out that out. Bit of a contradiction there. Good night. Now at this point I usually look to clear out this particular area before moving down to the bottom of the camp, and I've basically got the 2 best weapons now that I can possibly have. I've got the BFG and I've also got the superior metal axe, and this makes things so much easier. Now, Yeah, just get some health back here. Bonus. Okay, I'm really going to have to take out that. Oh god, I'm really making a mess of this. Get... There we go, that's better. You son of a bitch. Oh, I've run out of ammo. How many have I got? 6 of them left, and I've got just under a minute. Basically, I need to take care of the camp in under 3.5 minutes. Whoa, I'm just about dead here. Right, where's all this? Yep, that's where it's all coming from. Let's get a grenade up there. Now, at this point, I've only got one left, but the trouble is here, I'm actually not at the 15,000 mark, and that is actually a problem. There we go. Now we've got... Now, where's that son of a bitch? Wow. There we go. That's clutch. Yep, I got it on exactly 3.5 minutes. If that had gone on 1 second longer, I would have lost 5,000 points, and I would not have got the gold score. So basically, that was... for a method that I've come up with that is normally very efficient, I got a little bit lucky there, but at the same time, folks, I wasn't really concentrating too much on how many explosive kills that I got, because normally I would be checking to make sure that I had at least 3 kills through residue bolts and 7 through crafty, or the other way around. And in that case, I didn't have either. So I got very lucky. Jeremy McGee. Golf cart time. Do you know what? I'm looking at the time. I've got about another 10 minutes. Do you know what? What the hell? I'll finish off with Dead Don't Ride. Just purely as, again, it's something I've very rarely shown. In fact, in live streams, I don't think I've actually ever shown Dead Don't Ride. So yeah, there we go. I'm getting 1 or 2 requests for this, so yeah, absolutely. Let's do this. The beauty is here, you don't have to worry about rings in the slightest because they make no difference at all. The golf cart that you're using is virtually indestructible. It's only deep water that will end the game that way. The only other way that this particular challenge can end is if you run out of time. But other than that, the cart is as good as it gets, and you have a permanent boost. So it doesn't matter what you have for the rings, they make no difference. So I am going to change the character though. So let's have... Where is he? Yeah! Basil Fawlty. Why not?
Yes, of course.
The man from Fawlty Towers. Or Colonel Garrett in this game, but I prefer him as Basil Fawlty, to be quite honest. We'll have a quick look at the chat as well before going on, because after this challenge, I probably will be calling it a day, folks. Especially as I think Claire's got a live stream tonight, and it's getting near 2 o'clock in the morning for me here. And as I'm up quite early in the morning for my wee girl, I don't want to keep it going too long. But there are 1 or 2 other things that I'm just going to mention just before even starting this, because as well as thanking you all for basically tuning in and whatnot, so many people that have supported my channel, there's 1 or 2 extra special mentions that I want to put out, and that is the very first subscriber that I had to this channel, and that is X Saberson. Now, he's not on the chat tonight, and I totally get that. He's working in the morning. I mentioned to him, because he stays in the same village as me, he's about the only person in my village that knows who I am. Very good friend of mine. And he was pretty much the first subscriber I ever had. So I'm just going to put out a special thanks to that gent, because really most appreciated. I think my wife followed him closely afterwards, but she doesn't count because it's in the marriage contract, you know, till death do us part, for richer or poorer. For when you start a YouTube channel, you must subscribe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in there. So, also the 1000th subscriber is actually a gent. I know him by the name of Visionary Ravi, and it was quite cool with this one because this gent I helped a good year and a half ago, maybe even 2 years ago, where he was struggling on some of the challenges, and he was one of the people that I helped do some of the challenges by way of share play on the PlayStation. And so nice that it's just come around where it got to the stage where I was so close to getting 1,000 subscribers, and he subscribed, and he actually, that night, he let me know via on the PlayStation chat, because I've helped him in the past. He's on as one of my friends, and he just let me know, and I thought really cool of him, because I never ever put out shouts saying, subscribe to my channel and whatnot if you like. I have no problem with any people that do. Don't get me wrong, folks. I'm not having a go at anybody else that does say that on their channel, but I've never ever done that. I'm always just happy that if people do subscribe, and that it's fantastic. If they don't, no, I totally get. Everybody's got a brain in their head. They're more than capable of making their mind up themselves without being told to do it. So no, just the fact that this gent subscribed just as I was getting so near the 1,000 mark, it was like fantastic. It was really nice. It was great. So, but as well as that, I know so many names on here that I know have subscribed. I can't thank you all enough. And oh my god, there's one or two names I'm seeing here now, and I don't think I have actually mentioned. So when this laptop starts behaving, because it's starting to freaking annoy me, I don't have the most up-to-date laptop, so I'm constantly having to do a little bit of checking on it. God, it's scrolled right up to the top of the chat. I'm trying to get back down to the bottom again. Joe Schmo, yes, I thought there was a name that came in that was familiar with that I hadn't mentioned. Welcome to the stream, my friend. It's probably only going to be on for about another 10 minutes or so, my friend, but fantastic to have you here. Tom Jameson Juicebox, welcome, my friend, as well. Fantastic. That's a name I certainly didn't call out before. Just checking if there's anybody else. I am getting better at this, but there's a number of people in the chat that are absolute pure professionals compared to how I do it. Really is. And one I've just actually seen come up, Sponicus Rex. Yeah, thank you very much, my friend. So much of this has been down to yourself. I just put out one or two shouts, but shouts to the very first subscriber and the latest subscriber. But in between that, there's been a great number of people, yourself and Claire Weaver, especially from Days Gone Podcast, too, in a big way for all the help that you've given my channel. You've advertised my channel in such a big way. I can't thank you enough, my friend, and Claire for that matter. I know Claire's about to start a stream of her own very, very soon, and after this challenge, I will be finishing it, folks. But let's give this one a go. Let's get Faulty John Cleese, of Faulty Towers on the case. Naturally, Rex is actually watching this. Sporicus, I hope you're watching this well, my friend, because this is one of the challenges you've still got to take care of. And we are going to be taking care of this one soon. Right, get that off. Okay, I didn't have the boost on there for some strange reason, but that's okay. This is actually really a fun challenge, but not everybody else kind of sees it that way. I don't know why. It's the bike challenges and this particular one really just are not quite as popular as a lot of the others. It does help, folks, that the fact that every time when I'm going to each particular drop-off and whatnot,
how's it going?
I know exactly where I'm going here, which makes this job so much easier. Well, missed that one, but never mind. It's not an issue on this run.
Thanks. I really appreciate it.
Oh, not a good landing there. I usually use that bush there as a bit of a marker for where I'm going to be going here, because normally I would be about there and yep, just get. I normally actually go in between that tree section there, but I'm not going for an ultra fast time here by any means. In fact, truth be told, folks, I'll be finishing this challenge long before I complete the 35 drop-offs, because that does take about, well, 20 minutes or so. I'll see how it goes time-wise, folks, and take it from there. Yeah, Denny, this is the first time I played this as Basil Fawlty as well.
Thank you so much.
Oh, Claire will be doing our first stream for your new setup. Fantastic, my friend, fantastic. Yeah, the hardest part of this drop-off is definitely the very start, because you can clip those trees. The biggest problem you will normally have is potentially going into the river that's just to your right, but
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
But basically, folks, if you are thinking about taking on this challenge, I can't stress this enough. The route I'm showing you right now is the optimal route. I've changed this on 4 occasions before I came up with this one, and this one really is as good as it gets.
Freaks!
Yeah, when you're not making mistakes like that, of course, but thankfully, not a big issue on this particular run.
Thank you.
Wow, and even with that mistake there, I still got a happy drop-off, so far perfect, but well, perfect for the drop-offs, but far from it everywhere else.
How's it going?
From here, there's another, well, I think they call them swarmers on this one. Up here, I basically usually use that lamppost there as a guider, and that gets you nicely on the path. And then from here, there is actually a shortcut you can take. Take it like that. Yep, perfect. That'll do nicely. There's a swarmer there, and then just a nice end there, and that gets that one done quite easily. Honestly, folks, it's just a lot of practice with why I make this kind of look easy. I've played this challenge a lot.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
In the past. This is honestly the first time in, oh god, I would say easy 6 months that I've actually played this particular challenge. But I know the route so well for this challenge that, god, it feels like I was playing it yesterday.
Thanks. I really appreciate it.
S-Rex, you will have to do this one, my friend.
Hey there.
I mentioned at the very start, you should be paying attention to this, because this is the route I will be taking you on, my friend. Here, for example, you ignore the path, well, the pathway or the old road, you take this route. So much quicker, and so much easier for that matter as well.
Thank you.
Now, I never get close to that particular person that I'm picking up because I like to be as close to the outer circle as possible, and I'll tell you what, I have made an absolute fuck up with this one. This particular drop-off, I am not going to get a happy drop-off in. Oh, definitely not now. Yeah, it's a neutral, but it's okay. Once the first part of that drop-off was done badly, that was it. It was just a case of, right, let's just get it over with.
Shit. Freaks! Damn it!
That's okay, you get a bit of time on this one, so not a problem. There we go.
Thank you.
Now, as you can see, folks, that is actually the gold score on this now, but I'm just going to continue playing it for a bit longer.
Are you on the path?
Because in any times that I've done this on videos and whatnot, normally when I get the gold score, I normally just dump the golf cart in the nearest river. But I'm not going to on this occasion. I'll just do it for a little bit longer and show you the exact route, especially for anybody that feels like taking this on.
Shit. Freaks!
Wait a minute. I lost my driving there a bit.
Thank you.
I'm just going to pause this just for a second. I seen something pop up on screen there, and I thought I'm going to have to check exactly what that was. Where the hell is this? Where is it? Sorry, it was Joanne. I seen something that came up from yourself. Let's go. Tom, return now. We've got 6 minutes. Okay, I'm either seeing things or something is about to appear on my chat that I haven't seen up until now. Right, okay, sorry about that, folks. I'll get back to this now. Right, where was I? Yes, okay. That's a bit freaky. Thankful it's flipping left. This is one of the longer drop-offs, but usually try and make it a little bit easier by taking this route here. Just make sure over to the right on this section. And then after these trees, sharp to the right, you might hit that swarmer. Yep, perfect. This is how you make one of the longest drop-offs. Quite easy to take out.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, do you know what, folks? I will probably just try and finish off this challenge in its entirety, and then I will basically call it a night at that. Again, just because it's something I do so rarely.
Freaks!
Hey, thank you.
Yep, I never stop beside the guy there. I always try and get to the end of the circle section there. Just makes this next drop off so much easier. There's usually a swarmer. Usually try and get that one. There we go. And oh,
Damn it! Hey, thanks.
that's okay. Thankfully it didn't cost me.
What's up?
Again, folks, I'm very fortunate because I have played these so many times, and oh my god, what a time to say that when I've just made such a blunder like that. And oh my god, Catherine Jones, I've just seen your name appear on screen. How are you doing? I hope you're well. This is going to be crazy late for you, Catherine. Thank you so much for tuning in, even though it's probably going to only be for 10 minutes, because I am going to be calling this a day fairly soon.
Freaks!
Thanks again, man.
There we go. That particular drop-off does give you quite a lot of leeway, because despite my mistake with that one, still didn't cost me badly.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Okay, I don't actually know why I... Yep. That was bad on my part there. Just forgetting for 1 second where I actually need to be, however. Not a problem. This is one of the harder drop-offs. In the past, this one did used to give me a bit of problems, however... Yep. I missed the path. It's basically through here, and I've basically made a mockery of that. However, not to worry. As you can see, folks, I'm not short on time here, so completing the entire run is not going to be an issue. I'm here to go for... Now, this next one, folks, is probably one of the... Once you actually get to it, it's one of the hardest ones to complete in this entire challenge. And you will wonder why when you first see it, because it's not far to actually get to where you need to be. There we go. I'm not going to get a happy drop-off on that one. That one is such a deceiving drop-off. It is so difficult. You've got to land on a very specific spot, keep the speed going, and you will get it done, but not easy. Thankfully, I do have a run where I actually did take care of it. In fact, I do actually have a run on...
What the hell was that?
On my channel where I actually take care of this challenge with happy drop-offs on every single drop-off, and that's all 35 of them. Yeah, I will probably not get a happy drop-off for this one now because I've made a bit of a mistake on it, but... By the way, folks, if you check this up on the internet, it may tell you that there's 36.
Thanks. I really
I'll just take a book out. Sorry, I'll just I'll just quote Copeland here. Don't believe the lies, because they're talking rubbish. There is not 36 drop-offs. There are 35. Yep, it's quite an old one, Kath, that I did. But yeah, that is the one where I was lucky enough to be recording it at the time where I got the world record. And yeah, it's let's say they're not the most popular ones, just basically because of what the challenges are. Driving ones generally, oh, that's a bad start to this drop off. But no, the driving ones and the biking challenges are generally not that popular. Endless hordes, yeah, absolutely. They get a lot of views and attention, quite rightly so. A lot of action.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
From here now, I normally avoid that one. Just, I don't normally hit that vehicle though. Love it when they say at this point. Sometimes you hear her saying, "Stay low." You don't stay low. You stay high.
Okay.
In order to get that done. That looks easy, but if you actually follow, sorry, she actually normally says follow the path, and you do not follow the path, because if you do follow the path, you will become stuck. Yeah, quite a number of mistakes in this run, but not a really big deal.
Hey.
Freaks! Freaks!
Hey. Thank you.
Again, folks, I know I make it look easy, but it's the majority of this is really, I've got a very good memory for this for the route I take on this challenge. I mean, there are areas coming up where it shows you and it's highlighted where you need to go. I'm not even looking at those, folks, because I know where I need to go. And I've made a mess of this one too.
I don't know, man.
From here, up and around. Get there, yep. Not actually that long to go on this one, folks. Now, I think there's only about another, maybe 4 drop-offs in total. The score on this does not look fantastic, but the reason why the big scores come from this, folks, is basically the bonus that you get at the end of it. Basically, you, for every second of time that you have left at the end of this challenge, you get 2,000 points. And as you can see here, I've got over 3.5 minutes right now. It's these bonuses that basically make up the big scores. And this one will be probably around about 600,000.
Thank you, man.
Not a terrible score by any means, but nowhere near my best, that's for sure. And I can tell you right now, folks, this is the last drop-off. You have to go a little bit slow on that point there. This is the quickest way to do it, though, and I'll look for that lamppost to stop me right like that. And that is it. That will do it. There we go. And you see that big bonus come in there, 404,000. Just shy of 600,000. Yeah, happy enough with that. Yep, Sponicus Rex, totally understandable, my friend. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I will be perfectly honest, folks, that is pretty much going to be me for the night. I've shown a few challenges. I was planning on possibly showing 1 or 2 hordes, but given that my last stream was basically just completely about horde destroying, I thought it'd be nice just to show some of the challenges tonight, folks. So all I can say is thank you so much for all of you for tuning in. I think that score gets a top 25, doesn't it? that particular score would probably be around about world number 6, maybe 7 in the world. But however, it's honestly, Jeff, it's nowhere near where my top run is. There was so many mistakes in that. When I do that particular challenge well, it's a lot smoother. But no, all I can say is, folks, amazing that you have all tuned in for so long. I've actually overrun by quite some time because I was planning on stopping at 2 o'clock, but been having a lot of fun, and the company tonight on the chat has been absolutely amazing. Really is such a good crowd of people. All I can say is thank you so much for celebrating my 1,000 subscribers stream with myself, and take care, everybody. Have a good night or good morning wherever you are, and I'll just leave the stream running for another minute or so you can say your goodbyes, and that's it. Then I'll be calling it at that. But take care, folks. All the best. I'm just coming back on very briefly. Chrissy Cupcake. Well, the wife is going to come in and yank you out. She is fast asleep, and I can hear her snoring even from here, so she ain't coming down anytime soon. Again, folks, all the best. Take care.